Welcome back, my English friends. This is Ezekiel Frog, up here on the formerly snowy peaks, but it's going to be snowing and covering these rocks back up again pretty soon. I've been scooping up snow and trying to find iron. I found 4 iron on this particular trip, and as you can see, my inventory is all full of snow blocks. I've got more snow to be scooping. The snow serves several purposes. I need white blocks for my farmhouse. I need iron, and I'm not scared of being up here because, as you can see, I'm wearing leather boots. A must if you're going to be going up into the snow. And all this snow that I scooped, and along comes snow, and it's just going to cover it all back up. Well, that's just annoying. I don't have to worry about getting lost because back in my village, I have an alchemist set up now, and I traded to get some redstone from him so I can make a compass. But we're gonna be, see, I hear a zombie. See, I need to get white blocks for my Amish farmhouse because Amish farmhouses are always white. Their barns are usually red, and I have that covered because I bought a mangrove propagule from a wandering trader yesterday. So I've got the barn covered. Now ideally, I would make my farmhouse out of pale oak, but the wandering trader hasn't been so kind to me. Let's go ahead and turn these into blocks. Never hurts to have a bunch of snow blocks, but the problem with snow blocks is that it's almost too white, you know? It's kind of how people on the left think of us, or America. They think of us as being too white. I have a feeling some of these creepy crawly sounds I'm hearing are coming from this cave right here. So I'm just going to cover that up. But pale oak would be perfect. Okay, well, we have some nice coal over here. But we're obviously right next to a cave. I'm hoping to expose more iron. And the reason why I'm so after iron is not because I can make armor out of it, because I can't. I need to make a... Man, those mob sounds are loud. I need to make an anvil. Because back in my village, I have a Fortune 3 librarian. And Fortune 3 is going to come in very handy for crop production. When I harvest my crops with a Fortune 3 hoe or a pickaxe, I'll have a lot greater yield. You see, I go through shovels very quickly here. My inventory gets full of these snowballs, and I convert them into snow blocks. Still have several shovels left. I came up here with 12 shovels, by the way. But yeah, I need an anvil if I want to put that Fortune 3 book that I got onto one of my tools. Oh, here we go. I'll also take coal. Surface coal is a good thing. I can always make charcoal, but getting just regular coal is always very good. Now I'll bet you I'm too close to these monster sounds to sleep in the bed. But I have to be very aware of things, as my only piece of armor are the leather boots on my feet. I'm hoping to uncover some iron by doing this, and the first day I came up here, I uncovered like 12 iron, so that was pretty good. But on this trip, I think I've only gotten, what, 4? No, 5. 5 iron. And we have some more coal. This is a good thing. It's impossible to tell when night is falling. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with all these snow blocks, but I'm not a man who likes to waste things. And it's possible I might have to build my farmhouse out of snow blocks. I just don't want to, because it's too bright. Pale oak planks are what I want to use. And the reason why I made that compass is because my spawn is really close to my farmhouse anyway. I built pretty close to spawn, so my compass will point me back in the right direction. I don't need to have a lodestone compass. But one thing I did notice up here on these peaks, when I was looking over in this direction, is over there's a lot of birch. There's a birch forest. And I do want to go exploring over there, as much as it pains my insular Amish heart to do so. Looks like there's a whole bunch of just dirt around here. But yeah, I want to go exploring over there because a lot of times you'll find a pale garden or a dark forest close by, a birch forest. So I figure, you know, what would it hurt to go over there and check it out, right? Maybe now this snow will clear up. Oh, great. I can't pick that up. Let's convert these. Well, I'm almost out of shovels here. I got some coal here. That's not bad. I'll take surface coal whenever I can get it. I was hoping for some surface iron. I do need an anvil desperately to put my fortune book onto a tool. Another thing that I need to do is I need to get a toolsmith. Right now I've got an armorer, and I need to take his blast furnace away and replace it with a regular, maybe not a furnace, but one of those sharpening stones. I think the sharpening stone is for the toolsmith. But I'll try a furnace too. We'll see what gives. What I can get. Maybe possibly get a diamond tool, you know? I can't go mining down into the depths of the world. Whoa, 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 whoa. And getting diamond for myself, I could possibly find diamond somewhere else. Like in a chest or... Wow, we got some iron over there. Look at that. It's slightly dangerous iron. Ooh, boy. Do I dare? Yeah, there's some kind of creature up there. We can grab some iron over here. Dare I? Dare I? Oh yeah, there's a whole bunch of bad guys over there. Crap, I'm out of here. I am so out of here. All those creepers and skeletons. See you later, guys. You guys have fun by yourselves. If you want to come out here and get burned up by the sun, then be my guest. Phew. Okay, look at this. We have an old growth birch forest, and that's what I saw over there. And I thought, you know what? If there's even a possibility of finding a pale garden, it would be not too far from this place. So I'm gonna mosey around here and do a little exploration. I have my compass. I don't have to worry about getting lost. I do know that maybe a dark forest or a pale garden could possibly be butted up against this somewhere? But I'm just going on past experience finding pale gardens. Oh, this is an interesting little land bridge, isn't it? So we'll just head over in this direction and see what we can see. You never know till you go exploring a little bit. Wow, we have a lot of this floaty stuff. I'm not a big fan of this kind of terrain. I feel like it's not realistic. Hold on a second. What is that? I think I'm seeing a pale garden up there, my friends. Do my eyes deceive me? Am I seeing? Maybe it's a mirage. Maybe I'm not seeing what I'm... That's definitely a pale oak garden. Well, good day in the morning. Do a dark forest right here in a pale oak garden. Yes, once you get used to Minecraft's biomes generate, it really helps you a lot in finding things. This is awesome. This is perfect. This is exactly what I need to build my some creaking sounds. This is definitely what I need to build my... Let's see, do I have inventory space? I do. This is exactly what I need to build my farmhouse. Pale oak planks are the perfect thing. So you're just going to have to bear with me as I get some saplings here. See over there? That's the snowy peak that I just came from. And I didn't even see this from there. I just saw the birch forest. That's pretty cool. Okay, I believe that 12 saplings will be enough for now. It's time to head on home. Now you may have noticed I'm carrying a sword. I made a sword because I had to kill all my chickens. I know. It's a sad thing. Much easier to kill 50 chickens with a sword than it is individually with an axe. So I made this stone sword. I don't intend on using it on anybody except for animals. But there you have it. I didn't think I'd ever craft a sword, but it turns out that the sword's much better for slaughtering chickens than an axe is. And here's my totally flattened out farmland. This is another thing I accomplished yesterday. I came out here and I completed all the digging, all the terraforming, up to a certain point, way up to there, but it's enough to where I can build my farmhouse, which is going to be over in this area. I want to make my farmhouse and my barn, and then I can lay out my fields from there. I got chickens living in my house. But the chicken hole over there is completely gone now. You see, here's my mangrove logs that I harvested off of one of my mangrove trees. That's where I keep my snow blocks. More mangrove stuff. Let's go ahead and get these mangrove propagules. We can smelt up this iron. Let's see, what else do we have here? Let's go ahead and, whenever I pick up an extra egg, I just throw it in here. And we got some more coal. Look at all this wonderful coal that I've got. And some charcoal, too. Here's my Fortune 3 book. Okay. We're going to have to make some axes because I'm going to have to do some tree farming. Let's see, what else? Okay, I'm going to use this wide expanse of land right now to do a little tree farming. We want to get our mangroves planted. And our pale oaks planted. Hopefully in tomorrow's episode, I can build a farmhouse. There we go. The mangrove is going to get mixed in with a little bit of netherrack that I get from the ruined portal area over there, just for accents. You can see where I stopped my terraforming right about here. But yeah, I had to go down like at least 5 or 6 levels full of dirt to flatten all this out. Quite the project. Now let's go over here and visit the old villager marketplace, which I've worked on a little bit also yesterday. These pesky English, they were very difficult to deal with. Still need to build a road up here, but I got some temporary slabs put down to make the trek a little bit easier on my feet. Now I'm going to go ahead and replace some of these, like this armorer over here. Here's a little kiosks. I got the beginnings of them. I want to make banners and other stuff for the tops of them. Make a different banner for each one. But for right now, I just have the poles in place. We have a farmer over here. We have our stonemason, and this is the guy here. I want to replace this with something else. But yeah, you see we have the little kiosks. Here's my alchemist right here. I've already purchased one piece of redstone from him. That's really all I wanted him for, because I wanted to make a compass. But I transferred the villager I had trapped up there by boat. I brought him down here. So we have ourselves a little open villager marketplace started over here. It's looking pretty nice. I think we got several iron golems wandering around the place. At least we had 2 down here yesterday. I'm only seeing the one right now. Oh, here's the other one. It's Sam 1 and Sam 2. I'd like to do something about the iron golems though, because I tell you what, when I was trying to train my librarian yesterday to get the Fortune 3, look, we'll see. Fortune 3. When I was training him, man, was I nervous. Having a bunch of freewheeling villagers running around while you're swinging an axe over here. And Mr. Iron Golem staring down your neck while you're doing it. If I made one wrong move, my world is over because Sam would end me if I'd so much as harmed a villager. So I'm thinking, I need to do something about Sam. As a pacifist, I can't really do anything about Sam. Although, even though he isn't human, he is a protector of these guys. But I'm thinking maybe having him fall down into a hole. Maybe put some gravel in the hole so he suffocates. And then making the village sort of spawn-proof so more Sams can't spawn here would be a good thing. Even though I do have the dangerous part of the whole ordeal finished. Training the librarian was probably the most dangerous part. I do want to go around here and eventually get all this spawn-proof like this. But this is something I can do off camera. Although it's very satisfying, you have to admit. One of my very favorite things about Minecraft is pathing the place up like this. Oh, looks like a tree has grown over there. So that's what I'm going to be doing, is gathering materials, gathering wood, and preparing for the farmhouse build, and then the barn build. I already have a design in mind because not only have I been to my relatives' houses and I've seen what their houses look like, but I'm sort of familiar with Amish architecture. It's very simple, but very distinctive, and their houses are always white. And I think the shingles I'm going to make out of cobblestone, because usually Amish houses are white and they have a dark colored shingle, but I don't have access to deep slate. So I'm going to have to make do and use andesite or cobblestone. Anyway. Oh, look. And we have a mangrove. These mangroves are going to be a lot of fun to harvest, let me tell you. I'm really looking forward to that. I say, not meaning it at all. And if these trees don't drop enough saplings for me, I know where I can go to find more. And it really isn't that far away at all. This seed has turned out to be really good. We got access to spruce, birch, oak, pale oak, dark oak, which I'm actually thinking of going back over there and getting some dark oak saplings too. I'm not sure. But you know, spruce is pretty good. I don't really foresee really needing dark oak for anything. Even though part of me really wants to get it just because I like having all the different kinds of trees. Okay. Now, to see how many saplings this drops. Will it drop 4? That's what we need. But yeah, tree farming is not terribly exciting, so I'll do this off camera. But I'd like to thank you for coming along on my little explorations today. The old Amish explorations. And this is Ezekiel Crunchy Frog saying I'll see you guys later.